Mythopoesis is really defined as activating archetypal images to make meaning and relating to images through story. So it combines myth and making. And this is important because, as you probably know, there's quite a distinction between the myth makers and the myth studiers. Um, the most familiar of the archetypal narrative patterns, of course, is Joseph Campbell's hero's journey, which he introduced in 1949 with this book, and which filmmakers and storytellers have popularized ever since. They took his original, quite complex, I guess you'd say, a representation with its arcane references to elixir theft and father atonement, and they've modified it. You can find these ad infinitum on the internet, these images that are being used in films and stories. It's archetypal. So the images connected with the hero's journey is what I've used as an example of mythopoesis, mythical images in action. 14 years before Bill Moyers filmed his popular PBS series, Joseph Campbell, The Power of Myth, he had broadcast a very quick interview, like half an hour, with Joseph Campbell. And he told me that he got more interaction from that interview than he'd gotten from anything he'd ever done before. And he was determined to do a longer one, which he did years later. And I told him in response, he said, but why would this be? I said, it's not because of mythology per se, because there were a lot of mythology scholars in the world, but because Campbell connected myth and mythological images to our lives. He made them meaningful. He answered the so what question. So scholars continue to criticize Campbell's Jung-influenced monomyth, while creators continue to use it. They're both right. I'm not setting up an opposition, but saying that scholars privilege the specific culture that an image comes from. And the users of myth are more Jungian in that they look at how all these images are similar across cultures. And as I say, they're both right from where they're coming from. 2 years ago, oh, I should add this. I did put this in because I wanted to add a little shout out to ARAS. When I did this book based on it, I took my editor, Kennedy Onassis, to ARAS in New York to choose the images for this book. And so I have a very personal connection to ARAS based on this long, long ago. So this is just a little inserted shout out to ARAS. Now, this kind of hero's journey as a model for storytelling, it's close to people's lived experience. Audiences resonate with it. To be called to adventure, to accept the call or not, to have a wise teacher or mentor, to face trials, then when you think you've got it all figured out, to have a bigger trial come at you, and then to understand what you've gained at the end and maybe what gift or legacy you have left.